Good morning, good morning, good morning, my brothers and sisters. Good morning, and welcome to another Good Morning Grief devotion. It's your boy, Pastor Corey Allen Duncan Sr. So happy and excited to have this wonderful opportunity to come to you today and lead you in a very special way in today's Good Morning Grief devotion. Hey, this is the daily grief devotion that is strategically designed to help you to navigate through your grief one day at a time. What is grief? I'm so glad you asked. Grief, my brothers and sisters, it is the natural, normal, and necessary response to loss, change, and transition that results in the expressions of feelings and emotions. That grief is what you feel on the inside. Mourning is how you reveal it on the outside. Therefore, we don't suppress it, but we express it. We don't ignore it, but we explore it. We don't conceal it, but we reveal it. We don't lock it up, but we let it out. That's why we shout good morning, because mourning is a good thing. And I'm so glad that you are here with us on today as we dare to prepare to lead you in a very special way in today's Good Morning Grief Devotion. Today is day 54. Thank y'all for coming back for some more. We're going to talk about permission to feel. Permission to feel. My recipe is always feel, reveal, and heal. When it comes to grief, when it comes to navigating through this grief journey, you're going to have a number of different feelings as you navigate through the journey, and you have to always, always, always give yourself permission to feel, to reveal, so that you can heal. So today we're going to talk about permission to feel. And I just love the topic, period. Giving yourself permission. When you ask somebody for something, do I have permission to do this? Can I have your permission to do that? Can I have your permission to do that? And I want to let you know the power and the importance of giving yourself permission to feel. Because oftentimes we don't feel as if we have the right to feel, right? You got to know and understand that one of the best things you can do navigating through this process is give yourself permission to feel. Well, let me jump into the devotion. Grief is heavy, and so often we try to carry it in silence. Grief is heavy. So often we try to carry it in. It is very heavy. The emotions that come with it, the questions, just everything. It's a heavy thing to navigate through, and we try to carry this thing in silence. We tell ourselves to be strong, to push through, to hold back the tears, but grief is not meant to be suppressed. It is meant to be felt. I say that every single day. We don't suppress it, but we express it, right? And I tell people, let loose. Release brings about relief. We're not holding back the tears. You ain't gotta be strong. His strength is made perfect in your weakness. That push through. Sometimes you need to push through, sometimes you need to pause, right? And so it's important for you to know and understand that grief is not meant to be suppressed. It is meant to be felt. You don't suppress it, you feel it. When you suppress something, you deny your right to feel. You deny your right to deal with it. You deny your right to experience it. That's why I say we don't suppress it, we express it. That I'm not going to deny my right to feel what I need to feel. No, I'm going to give my permission. I'm giving myself permission to feel it. Remember, y'all, Jesus wept. He didn't he didn't rush past sorrow or pretend it wasn't there, right? He allowed himself to grieve. He felt to feel the weight of loss, to sit in the pain. Understand that this is Jesus Christ. This is God in human flesh. He himself, what did he do? He wept. He didn't rush past sorrow or pretend it wasn't there. He didn't ignore it. He didn't say, "I ain't gonna act like I'm Jesus. I'm the savior of the world. I can't have a moment of sorrow." He didn't say that. He didn't ignore it. He didn't act like it wasn't there. He gave himself permission in that moment to feel what he needed to feel. He allowed himself to grieve. He allowed himself to feel the weight of loss. He allowed himself to sit in that pain. You got to allow yourself to grieve. You got to give yourself permission to feel the weight of loss. You got to take the time to sit in that painful place. If he, the Son of God, gave himself permission to feel, so can you. Please do not underscore this point. This is so very important. If he himself, as the Son of God, gave himself permission to feel, listen, beloved, listen, so do you. So do you. So do you. If Jesus himself He gives us the blueprint, right? He shows us, he teaches us, he gives himself permission to feel. So do you. Your tears are not a sign of weakness. Please know this and understand this. Your tears is not a sign of weakness. Your sorrow is not a lack of faith. Feeling your grief is part of healing. Your tears is not a sign of weakness. Your sorrow is not a lack of faith. Understand that feeling your grief is part of healing. Being able to feel it is part of how you heal it. I always say feel, reveal, heal, but feeling it is a part of how you heal it. Let yourself cry, mourn, and express what's in your heart. What's in your heart? Let yourself cry, mourn, express what's in your heart. Are you angry? Express that. Are you mad? Express that. You feel like crying? Express that. You feel sorrowful? Express that. I felt like that could be a song. Express that. Express that. But express that. I'm gonna write a grief song called "Express That" because it's so true. Whatever you feeling, check this out. Express that. Regret, express that. Angry, express that. Sadness, express that. Guilt, express that. Right? You just miss them. Express that. And that's the thing. Don't suppress that. Learn to express that. Let me go find a producer, boy, because I got this track. Let yourself cry, mourn, and express what's in your heart. God is not afraid of your emotions. He meets you in them, y'all. God ain't afraid of your emotions. He'll meet you in your emotions. That's why you got to give yourself permission to feel. Here's your point of application. Take a moment today to acknowledge your feeling without judgment. Acknowledge your feeling without judgment. This is how you feel. No judgment. Acknowledge your feeling without judgment. Whether through journaling, praying, or simply sitting in a quiet reflection, give yourself permission to feel whatever comes. That's why journaling is so powerful. Prayer is so powerful because you can acknowledge what you're feeling without judgment, right? And then give yourself an opportunity to express it. You got to let it out. Release brings about relief, right? Simply quiet, and you let it out through your pen, right? Let your pen bleed. You let it out through prayer. Let it out through talking to a friend. Simply sitting in quiet reflection, give yourself permission to feel whatever comes. If you're sitting in quiet reflection, give yourself permission to feel whatever comes, right? Know that God sees, understands, and walks with you through it all. Today, my brothers and sisters, is day 54. Thank y'all for coming back for some more permission to feel. Permission to feel. Give yourself permission to feel. We feel, we reveal, and that's how we heal. It's your boy, Pastor Corey Allen Duncan Sr. Thank you for joining us for another Good Morning Grief Devotion. I love y'all with the love of the Lord. Yo, meet us at the House of God today. We're going to be at the City of Hope Community Church, 10607 East 56th Street at 10 a.m. And I can't wait. It's going to be so good. If you can't meet us in person, catch us virtually. You don't want to miss it. God's got a blessing just for you. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all with the love of the Lord. Good morning.